Okay, in the prior problem, we actually derived the formula for this, but you can rederive it if you want. And I'm not going to rederive because I can kind of remember what we did. And I recommend if you can remember something, just write it down. So I'm going to write this down as it's going to be the tangent of B minus the tangent of A, and this would be 1 plus tan B tan A. All right, so I'm going to look at it and see if I can figure it out. And what I'm given is I'm given the sine of A. And I don't want the sine of A. I want the tangent of A. All right? They tell me it's in the third quadrant, though. So I'm going to write down cosine of A. And again, we're in the third quadrant. I know there's a denominator of 17, and there's definitely a negative number there. All right? Now, granted, it does take some initiative to figure this out, but I got a Pythagorean theorem again. So it's going to be 17 squared minus 15 squared. And that's going to be the x-coordinate. Put this over here. By the way, I know the x is negative, but we'll talk about that. That's x squared, by the way. I'll do this a little different than normal. I'll do it 17 minus 15, and then 17 plus 15. Now, someone says, why do you do that? Maybe it's a little bit easier. What do you get? 17 minus 15 is 2. 17 plus 15 is going to be 32. And 2 times 32 is 64. And what's x going to be? Plus or minus 8. But I do know it's negative here. So write this over here. Now someone says, why did you bother doing that? For only one reason, to get the tangent. All right? So what's the tangent going to be? The tangent of A is going to be the ratio sine over cosine. So what are you going to get? 15/8. All right? I do need that, by the way. I'm going to move on to the next one. Looks a little bit easier to do. The numbers are smaller. I'm going to erase this business over here. And it's in the third quadrant still. So what am I going to do over here? I'm going to write down, I want to know the sine of A. Sine of B, I'm sorry. Well, I'm looking at this. I do know there's a denominator of 5. I know it's negative, it's in the third quadrant. And Pythagorean theorem, what do you get? Well, you get 25, that's the 5 squared, minus the 4 squared, which is 16, and that would equal the y. But again, I know the y is negative here, y squared. What do you got there? 25 minus 16 is 9. That would be y squared. Oh, gee, y is 3. All right, plus or minus 3. But I know it's a negative because it's in the third quadrant. So what's the tangent of B? Well, it's sine of B over cosine of B. So that's going to be what? 3/4. Wow, these are nice numbers, aren't they? Let's write this down. So tangent of B is 3/4 minus the tangent of A, which is 15/8. 1 minus, well, tangent of B is 3/4, and the tan of A is 15/8. All right? So let's do our arithmetic, and what I'm going to do is multiply, let's see what I'm going to multiply by. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 32. I know it seems strange, doesn't it? Let's write that down. I'm going to erase some things I don't need anymore. I'm copying them all down, and I think I'm pretty comfortable with that. All right? Erase all this business over here. Now, again, after the exam question, please don't erase. I just want to concentrate on the arithmetic now. And then we'll check the answer. What do you get over here? Equals, well, let's see. That would be 24 minus 60. Relatively simple. 32. And then what do you get? Let's see, 45. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a plus sign over here. Sorry about that. Let's see what you get there. Minus 36. And what do you get on bottom? Let's see, 30, 70, 77. Put a box on it, and let's check. We're doing fine. We're moving on. Thank you.